David, I've built a model of Captain Torres and 3 strikes. Based on your hypothesis and mission parameters
From the past, I ran a precision combat simulation. But it failed.
Bummer. Why didn't it work?
Reasons in sensuous order are... 1. Your hypothesis is trash. 2. The parameters you gave me are trash.
Did I do something to tick you off?
3. Captain Torres is a singularity.
So the values diverge. But what about this one? 4. 3 strikes is a singularity.
That's outside the confidence interval. The possibility that it's 1, 2, or 3 is 99%.
What?
significance is high.
Try this. This is 3 Strike's data before he's assigned to the LRSSG.
The Erusian military is gathering its remaining naval forces at Anchorhead Bay. Apparently, they're even bringing in ships from the Mothball fleet. This is probably to reinforce their naval power in preparation for the showdown in Farbanti. We've received intel that the Alicorn will also be joining them.
From which source, Brigadier General? There's a possibility the Alicorn's former crew have been tasked with sabotage.
Your job is to analyze the enemy's weaponry. From now on, speak only when authorized. I don't hear a response.
May I be authorized to speak first, sir?
When we're done, I'll be talking to your superiors. Here's your mission. LRSSG is to raid Anchorhead, carry out airstrikes on Anchor Bay to the north and Dockyard Bay to the south, inflicting all possible damage. If we can strip the port of its naval functions, we can also prevent the submarine from joining forces.
The area around Anchorhead is Erusian territory. To delay hostile detection, you will sortie in small numbers and make your way in at super low altitudes.
Small sortie. Who's going?
Count, Lanza, Hujan, and Trigger. 4 aircraft from Strider Squadron will be deployed.
Well, all right, I got this.
To cover our lack of numbers, we're giving you plenty of opportunities to resupply. Look here. We've set up multiple return lines. Make full use of them to resupply and change armaments. Also note that the enemy will not be able to mount a defense immediately after detecting it. Use this window to destroy high-threat targets. That should make things much easier for you.
It should also raise the survival rate.
Survival rate, huh?
The element of surprise and resupplying are the key. Beyond that, I just need a couple of pilots who will stick to my orders. We don't need an ace to succeed. Got anything to say? Good.
Brigadier General,
That is all.
David, go on.
let me share the career of Mateus Torres, captain of the submarine Alicorn. Does anyone know how his people hailed him?
A bit unfair to provide us with next to no hints, don't you think?
Fair enough. The hero of Cumberth Harbor is the answer. He was a captain of the battleship Tanager at the time of the Continental War. It led Aegir Fleet, the Invincible Armada. But when the fleet was destroyed at Cumberth Harbor, so was his ship.
Yet, he's the hero?
He was able to bring most of his crew home with accurate damage control and precise evacuation orders. Then there's the accident with the Alicorn. Many believe that if they stay with him, they'll live. Transfer from surface to underwater is unusual. However, considering his skill and reputation, along with the fact that the Alicorn is no ordinary submarine, it all makes sense.
It'll be a difficult mission to carry out with 4 aircraft. Still, I'd like to add one more to the mission conditions.
What, you want to make it even harder?
I want a 100% survival rate for the sortie. Any other number and the mission will be considered a failure.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
I can almost touch the water.
Altitude restriction lifted. Begin up.
The food at this party's served buffet style. Pick whatever dish you like before the host mounts a resistance.
Wilco, I'll leave the cards out.
Whoa, Trigger, don't you dare get the juicy stuff before I do. Nice, Trigger. Don't let me move it yet.
Gobble up all the high-value targets. Forget about your manners.
Never had any of those to begin with.
Had to stay behind last time. This is gonna be a walk in the park. It's a good warm-up to get back in the game.
Emergency! 4 bogey! ETA 2 minutes!
Already here.
AA defense system was destroyed before it was activated. This'll make things easier later.
Brigadier General Clement. About 3 strikes. You sure we'll get a positive result this time? Yes, Lieutenant General Shepard. Operation Dominoes is going as planned.
Resistance from enemy air defense is confirmed. Keep on guided. Don't pay for it.
I know! We can't fire anything down! They think they've already won. Now's our chance. Now time for a counterstrike.
Sir, there were few of them. They took damage to the port and ship.
Everyone accepts this report. Whatever it takes to shoot them down.
Should have brought my air-to-ground missiles.
A bomb would work fine. We'll wipe them out with one hit.
Back the enemy assault.
How many are there? Like 1,000 enemies against 4 of us?
You probably need to multiply that by 10.
That's fine by me.
How many ships in port are still operational? Can't do a test damage, but likely less than half. Ludicrous. They'll fill the port with scrap metal at this rate.
Trigger, get on the return line if you need to. There's no need to wait until you've emptied your weapons bay. All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed.
Awesome. Keep it up, Trigger.
30% of observed enemy forces destroyed.
Great. Keep it up.
We ain't done eating yet. Ain't that right, Trigger?
Target hit.
If we can get him here, we'll be able to save a lot of boys in Farbanti.
Okay. Target's destruction confirmed.
Lieutenant General Shepard, we have a status report. 50% of the enemy forces have been neutralized. Supposedly there were 3 strikes. Just an operation that doesn't rely on our ace pilot. We won't have many on board, unless you can convince them that we don't need 3 strikes. Yes, sir. It's a shipyard.
This war is home to multiple enemy fleets. Running too much for Mons' force time.
Damn straight. Trigger, count. Lend me a hand, will ya? This is Tucker 04, requesting airstrike on the helicopter carrying our target. Target is Vice Chief of Naval Ops, Rear Admiral Samuel Flynn, pending coordinates.
All aircraft, we've data linked the intel we received from our recon team. If you have a visual on the target, shoot it down.
Dockyard base taking damage from airstrikes. Only half of our AA guns are still online. Requesting orders. East station, continue to engage.
All of our surface ships have either been sunk or neutralized.
Executing is not an option. We can't give LeBart and the rest of the conservatives any footing. This is Shepard. Seems 3 strikes is showing a stellar performance. Lucia has much needed to. That is the unanimous conclusion of those in this room, Brigadier General. Certainly not the result I predicted. I'm sorry, sir. Sir, none of our ships are operational. Search and rescue operations are underway. This is definitely the work of 3 strikes. Check my report if it works.
Don't let your guard down, guys. 100% survival rate. Let's go!
Yeah, we're all going home together.
That's a lot of ships lost. We're gonna make a fortune once the war's over. Why stock in salvage companies while you can?
Confirming additional hostile ground forces. Maintain course to return for resupply. Forward MiG-30.
Strider 1, this is control. Strider 1, this is control.
Forward MiG-31's approaching. They're fast. These guys are interceptors. Bearing 310, altitude 2000.
This is Rudy. It's my time until the rear catches up. me back. You're not equipped for air-to-air. You wait for cover. Run. Engaging. Strider 1, evade that missile.
Bandit down.
And the trigger on the spotlight.
Friendly down.
All rotorcraft in the area appear to have been eliminated.
Helicopter full dog.
Target has been destroyed. Enemy has a lock.
Evade that missile, Strider 2. Roger shipyard is a blazing inferno.
We can't see your white flags from up here, you know.
Bandits coming from the northwest. They're in large numbers. 8 Su-37s.
Warfighters incoming at super low altitude from bearing 015. Chopper reports that 3 strikes were on them. We have no further intel. Sorry, we couldn't protect the fort.
Roger that. Leave the red flag. After squadron, EO squadron, clear to engage. Already bought us time. Don't waste it.
This is Tucker 04 requesting airstrike. Sending coordinates.
Returning to base. Stay with me. Always have aircraft problems with 3 strikes is around. No joke. I have lost control.
Came in for a picnic. Found ourselves in a merry-go.
Bandit.
I thought you said this was going to be a walk in the park?
You take walks to, well, walk. But a picnic, you have to eat.
You don't have to tell me which you prefer.
Keep your eyes on the sky. Ignore ground activity.
Want a piece of me? You got it.
Bandit down.
I see 3 strikes, so that's why they only sent 4.
UAV destroyed. Hostile ships approaching from the southeast. It's a large fleet with Aegis vessel Metis and battleship Dysnomia numbering among them.
Live to fight a pristine fleet. After all that?
Let's do this. Reach the CIC. Multiple slope forces from the port.
Even one for the bad thunder. Moving contact. Prepare for anti-air combat.
Closer drone has reached the target.
Captain, we're starting the guided artillery fire drill.
Command duty officer. What do you think will turn a drill into a real war? You don't see it, do you? It's imagination. So use your imagination, my fellow submariners. A single shell will save 10 million lives.
Begin drill. Ready for anti-air combat.
Anti-air combat.
Target enemy aircraft. Fire!
I don't need any missiles to buy time.
Target confirmed down. The man you just killed, Captain Dirk Tarnat, was the main reason why the cruiser Enyo was deemed such a threat. Locked on Bandit. Target confirmed down. That was Fleet Commander Gleb Almazov on board. It's gonna take a long time to rebuild the fleet without him.
Additional UAVs on radar.
Pretty shabby for a reinforcement.
Stay sharp. There's something amiss.
The helicopter designated by the recon team has exited the combat zone.
Good. We produced enough of the enemy forces. Job well done.
That prime rib and truffle soup sure were good. But hold on, lunchtime's not over yet. Go grab some desserts.
I knew you'd say that.
Warning, incoming high-speed projectile.
Projectile?
It's a terminal guidance. Get away from that UAV.
What do you mean?
Contact imminent.
Salvation.
Impact at the UAV's coordinates.
Shit, I'm hit.
What? What happened?
More on the way.
What in the world?
You alright?
Fire incoming. Distance 50,000. It's adjusting its course.
Trigger, get away from it.
Distance 30,000. Contact imminent.
Trigger, you hanging in there?
Excellent. Salvation. Death of a fleet is a necessity.
Analysis shows the projectile was a railgun shell. We're currently determining the launch site.
They're shooting from beyond the horizon. That's why they need UAV for terminal guidance.
Data link the predicted explosion radius from now on.
Damn it. You're telling me my teammates behind.
Fusion, head back. I want that 100% survival rating.
Roger that. I'm pulling out.
We got the rest covered.
I'm counting on you.
4 aircraft destroyed the entire fort.
You're gonna run missiles 380.
It's not a hallucination. It's a nightmare.
strikes is performing well above our expectations.
You sound downright ecstatic. All right, Trigger, let's go get him.
All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed. Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact. Taking on this much naval power is an astonishing feat. Strider 1, bandit destroyed. Bandit down.
Where's that aircraft? We want all squadrons via data link.
5 minutes remaining. Missile launched. Radar contacts. Additional hostile aircraft detected. All Su-37s have been destroyed.
Those guys were well trained. Would have been tough if we let them hound us. Imagine.
Tucker 04 to Lancaster. We need you to attack the designated heli.
I've got a sitting duck here. Enemy has a lock.
Strider 1, missile launched. Enemy shell detected. 10 seconds to contact. Projectile exploded in the distance. Must be a failsafe.
Bingo. Looks like we found a solution.
All right, all aircraft, follow Trigger's example if you can.
Well, that's easy for you to say.
Target confirmed down. In 10 years, Vice Commander of the 7th Destroyer Squadron, Tom Von Lee, will be in charge of the Erusian Navy. Well, would have been, actually.
Strider 1, this is Control. Strider 1, this is Control. Picture it!
Fox 2!
Enemy has a lock!
Strider 1, locked on target. Projectile guidance terminated.
Got one on my tail! Locked on bandit.
Target was not struck. Missile launched. Target is down. Strider 1, bandit on your tail.
They're after you, Strider 1.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Bandit down. Nicely done.
3 minutes remaining.
Behind the enemy. Get your pal. Missile in the air. Quick, now!
The shell exploded. It's off the grid.
Strider 2, look out behind you. One down.
Strider 1, missile launched. Strider 1, bandit destroyed. Detecting enemy air reinforcements on radar. Target designated by Tucker 04 exited the combat zone. Missile launched. Radar contacts. Additional hostile aircraft detected. Projectile exploded. It's gone.
Not bad, not bad.
2 minutes remaining.
1 million lives gone. Picture it.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Target acquired. Missile hit.
Trigger, splash the bandit. He dodged it.
Missile away.
Enemy's got a lock. Fox 2.
Missile launched. Radar contacts. Additional hostile aircraft detected. 1 minute remaining.
Locked on. Fox 2.
Targets in range of the others.
Enemy on your 6. 3 strikes. Relax the drive. Imagine it's just about to be killed. Why am I going to be killed, you ask? The captain wanted to steal from you, to torment you, to burn you to
behind you. Strider 1, missile away.
Well done. We managed to hit the Erusian Navy's fleet and command structure pretty hard.
That was definitely a free lunch if there ever was one.
Mission complete. Return to base. Withdraw from the operation airspace. You completed the mission, but it's not done until you return home.
Arrogant bastard.
Stand by. Warning, 2 bogies inbound. Bearing 090, SU-47s.
Lanza! Missile! Behind you! Lanza!
Strider 3 is hit.
Good. Now we have less goons to deal with. Do it, Scream. That's those damn bats.
Engage to let Strider 3 escape. We're calling off the withdrawal.
Both of you, watch out for their missiles. The missile alert didn't go off in time. It hit me as soon as I heard it.
It may be that the enemy's missiles have stealth capabilities. Their missiles may hit you immediately after your missile alert goes off.
So that's the trick. Calling out to unidentified aircraft. Cease combat immediately and withdraw. What the?
Brigadier General Clemens is radioing enemy aircraft on Ocean channels.
Too late. Trigger's already started. I repeat, withdraw. Don't let anyone think you'd be screwed up. 3 strikes is going down. They're responding. You goddamn idiot.
Call me an idiot again, I'll kill you.
You siblings can go to hell together. Brother and sister? Nearly got me there. Okay, point. Good, you're on their 6. It's 2 on 2, Trigger. We can't lose.
What? You count it. 2 on 1.
What you calling a wuss?
You shoot them down, they'll change our lives.
The bats seem to have enhanced their ECM capabilities.
Righto.
Watch it. The enemy has a lock on you.
Fire.
You're out of chaff and flares. Missile away. Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact.
Our reputation will ruin once you're finished.
Drone down. Railgun shell lost its target.
Come at me, 3 strikes.
We're trying to make you chase one so the other can get on your ass.
Fox 2. Front on. You little bastard. We're not retreating, and neither will you. The end is here.
And we'll be the last ones flying. Excellent job. Strider 1, keep them down. Please, just shut up.
Scream! Damn it! You paid for this 3 strikes!
Only 1 left. We run them down together. But the death blow will be from you, Trigger.
I'll kill him! I'll kill him, all right! Ah! Scream!
That's a hit. We got the bat.
Take that, asshole.
Scream! 3 strikes! It's just as I imagined. No matter what we do, this is how we end. But know this, 3 strikes. I'd rather go to hell than live in a world shaped by you. So yeah, we'll be heading there now.
Unidentified aircraft. Eject.
Ah!
Eject now.
I gotta catch up to her!
The bat's blip has disappeared from our radar. At that altitude, it likely has crashed.
Serves them right. Yes. The problem has been eliminated.
Pitch angle at +2 degrees.
Meet us at the drop-off point. 3 strikes has removed all straggler Erusian forces. That did make for a good sideshow.
I have no doubt that the plan to save 10 million lives will lead Erusia to true victory.
Stop thinking so small. It's salvation on a far grander scale.
I can almost touch the water.
Altitude.
Erusian, no!
Hey, chill.
Erusian, stand down! Sit!
Shit, my cola.
The fleet at Anchorhead was eliminated, and we prevented the submarine from joining forces. The unidentified aircraft were shot down too. The mission was a complete success.
Complete success, my ass!
Brigadier General, it sure seemed to me like the Bats knew you pretty damn well.
You seem to be confused. Report in for a medical check. We'll decide if you're still fit for service based on the examinations.
Cut it!
That's enough! Get the MP!
He's right. Get the MP.
Vice Chairman Edwards of the Joint Chiefs of Staff?
The Alicorn slipped into Anchorhead Bay after the mission was completed, using the confusion for cover. It resupplied quickly and escaped unharmed. Their goal was not to join forces. It was to resupply using the window we created by chasing away the Erusian forces. We did their bidding, albeit unknowingly. But the problem runs deeper than our lack of tactical acumen. Analyst North, explain for us.
Of the crew caught in the submarine accident, 330 men made it back alive. Of them, 300 are still on the sub today. Our intel has led us to believe that some or all of the 30 men who left the sub are now working as agents for the Alicorn. Sabotage, espionage, cyber propaganda, dissemination of false intel. Brigadier General, do you recognize the name Edgar Saxon, or Zool, as he used to go by? He is a former member of the Alicorn's crew, and your source of intel.
You are a fool, Brigadier General Clemens. Not only that, the radio communications during the mission suggest you are a traitor.
Sir, if you check with Lieutenant General Shepard, you'll understand that this is all just a misunderstanding.
The Lieutenant General claims you were responsible for handling all aspects of the mission. Now, let me say that again. Get the MP.
No need for that. Piece of shit.
We've acquired important intel from the mission. For example, the shells from long-range anti-air fire came in on depressed trajectories. Look, the estimated energy output of the railgun is 500 megajoules at least. Fired at minimum energy trajectory, range is over 3,000. They hit a powerful rail cannon aside from their main guns.
It's almost like Stonehenge.
A mobile Stonehenge.
And also, this. The Alicorn was in harbor at Anchorhead for approximately 10 minutes. They couldn't have loaded SLBMs. They loaded something smaller.
Smaller?
What is smaller and yet a powerful weapon?
Tactical nukes.
Close. The answer is tactical nuclear shells.
Nuclear shells?
No way.
Hey, he got that question right.
Nah, I missed the shell part.
Quiet!
They'll likely attack our bases on the East Coast.
Their target's ORED, the Ocean capital.
They want a nuclear war?
Here's a question. What's a situation where nuclear deterrence doesn't work?
Quiz guy, I've had enough of this.
Oh, only if terrorists have the nukes.
Correct.
Damn, Scald.
Hey, I'm good at trivia games.
But we're after an Erusian submarine, not terrorists.
No, he's right. HQ tells me Erusia's justification is that the Alicorn mutinied. As such, the Erusian military cannot be held responsible for the submarine's actions.
Damn.
So they intend on dropping a nuke on the Ocean capital of ORED.
Here's a question for you, analyst. Just exactly who are we fighting?
Correct term is terrorist, or irregular military, but I have a different name for them. An enemy to be stopped at all costs.
Correct.